Now there are three types. Basically, there are three types. We need to understand all of them. The first type that we just did, is y equals mx plus c. Now this type is for a slant line. It's for what? A slant line. I hope all of you know what a slant line is. A slant line looks like either this or it looks like this. This is L1, this is L2. Can somebody tell me the difference between L1 and L2? Can somebody tell me the difference between L1 and L2? This is the question that I am asking is very important. The reason I'm saying this is important, it's a small thing, it's a 1 mark thing, but when this chapter comes, each concept is important because it will make up of about 6 to 8 marks, and for every mark there will be a concept. So all concepts are very, very important. It's not like algebra. If you know how to expand, you will get 3 marks. If you know how to use quadratic formula, you will get 4 marks. No, it's not like that. In coordinate geometry, each concept matters. You are unable to do the question if you are missing any concepts, because all concepts are interlinked. It's just one single line, but this line has the concept of gradient, y-intercept, equation, coordinates, solution. It's just one line, but there are 5-6 concepts relating to it. Now let me get back to the actual part. The part was, what's the difference between L1 and L2? Did anyone try? Gradient will be different. Correct, Hashir? Gradient will be different. You are right. How? The line that is moving towards right, up a mountain. This is what? Up a mountain. The line that is moving up a mountain has positive gradient. Up a mountain is positive gradient. So the gradient will be, M will be positive for L1. Okay. And for L2, it is down a mountain. It is what? Down a mountain. Down a hill. Up a hill, down a hill. That's better. I think a smaller word is better to remember. Up a hill, down a hill. So down a hill is gradient negative. Now this concept will come later in the chapter. Okay. Now this is the first type. Then we have a vertical line. Vertical line. Now for a vertical line, it will just be a vertical line. It will just be what? A vertical line. Now the equation of a slant line is this. Sorry. The equation of a slant line is this. The equation of a vertical line is this. X equals C. Now the C value will be where the line is crossing the x-axis. For example, if this is -3, the equation will be x equals -3. For example, if this is 5, the equation will be x equals 5. Now, can somebody tell me the equation of the last line? Please use chat to tell me what will be the equation of the third line. Hurry up. I want everybody to answer. पूरा लिखें बेटा, पूरा जैसे मैंने पूरा लिखा है ना, पूरा लिखें. I have used 12. The line is crossing the x-axis at 12. Please see जो मैंने yellow में लिखा है ना, it is crossing 12. Risal. Yes. If it was crossing -3, I called it x equals -3. If it was crossing 5, I said x equals 5. If it is crossing 12, it will be called what? Hurry up. Use the chat to let me know the answer, please. Without your feedback, I cannot move on. I need to know if you understand. This is what an online class. I can't see all of you. So only your feedback is any one way to see what you are doing. Please give me feedback. People are sleeping or what? Hashir, Furkan, are you sleeping? Mariam, Maisha, please, beta. What will be the answer? Mariam, correct. Sama, correct. Hashir, correct. Fatma, correct. Risal, give it one another go. Furqan, tell me. I'll tell now. It is basically what? X equals 12. Very easy. Similarly, the third type is a horizontal line. Sorry. The third type is a horizontal line. Horizontal line. The format for its answer is y equals c. Why? Let's see it. Why is that? Sorry, I think I should create some space. If it will be a horizontal line, we can understand it will only cross y-axis. So wherever it will cross, that will be taken as the value which will be used in the equation. So let's say 15, let's say 10, let's say -3. I'll just give the equation for one line. This is y equals 15. What will be the value for the other two lines? Please write them down yourself. Write them down yourself. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good. This will be y equals 10. This will be y equals -3. Now this part is the. Now let's understand more things. Let's understand more things. The first thing that we need to understand is the gradient concept. Okay? We know that the gradient for a slant line is what? It's either positive m or it's either negative m. But for a vertical line, the gradient is undefined. The gradient is undefined, or you can call it infinite. That's one concept. The other concept is any coordinate on the line, any coordinate will have its x as -3. Why we will not know. Why we will not know. Any coordinate on the line will have same x value. Over here, any coordinate will have same x value. Y will be unknown because y की possibility, there are a lot of possibilities. But for x, it will always be 5. Likewise, over here, x will always be what? 12. Similarly, if we come to the horizontal line, x will be unknown. We will not know what x is, but y will always be, since the equation is y equals 15, it will always be 15. If I put this coordinate, if I pick this coordinate, it will always be x comma 15. Yes, we can only know one value, one coordinate, this. Over here, x will be 0. This coordinate will be 0 comma 15 because it is the y-intercept. On the y-intercept, x is 0, and on the x-intercept, y is 0. We did this in previous class. So for this, for example, the value of x will be, I do not know, but y will always be -3. For any coordinate, any part, any point, y will always be what? -3. Any questions? The reason is because there is no vertical change. The reason is there is no vertical change. Y is what? If you will remember, I started this topic with a hotel, rooms of hotel, right? So for example, I am on this, I am over here, for example. Okay, for example. Now understand why the values will remain same. For example, I am on that line. I am anywhere on this line. Okay. Now, according to this is the ground floor of the hotel or the hospital. Ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. Now, let's say at 10 a.m. in the morning, I am here. Let's say at 10 a.m. in the morning, I am here. And Furkan calls me. He's like, sir, where are you? I'm said, I'm at the hospital. Hospital or hotel? I'm at my hotel. And Furkan says, oh, okay, sir, which floor? I will say third floor. Then he calls me around at 12 and then I'm here. He calls me up, sir, where are you? Where are you now? I said, I'm at the hotel. He said, okay, I want to come meet you. I said, okay, come. He said, what floor? What will I say, beta? I will say third floor. So the reason I will give him the same answer is because my vertical level is same. I'm still on the third floor. I'm just roaming around in the hallway, going room by room, knocking the doors of the room, then running. That's what I'm doing. Is the concept clear, beta? I need to know if the concept is clear. I need to know if the concept is clear. Furkan, stop calling me. Maisha, please let me know if the concept is clear, beta. Similarly, obviously, I don't need to tell for the vertical line as well. The concept will be the same for that as well because my horizontal level will not change. My horizontal level will not change. Okay, now let's get back to our working. So we are done with types of line. We are done. Achha, the gradient for the horizontal line will always be 0. This is important. Everything clear up till now? I'll move on some difficult questions now. Okay, not difficult, but more. Now, whatever we have learned, we will practice. We are done with some parts of exercise 6C. Now let's do question 6, 7. Okay, now this question is state the equation of each line. Now, can somebody tell me the equation of the first A part? What will be the equation of A part? You can go and check your notes. It's a horizontal line. How do you know it's a horizontal line? The horizontal line will be at perpendicular, will be at 90 degree with the y-axis. Similarly, vertical line will be at 90 degree. So if it is not mentioned in English, whether it is horizontal or vertical, some hint will be given. Please do part A and B. What will be the equation for part A? Hurry up. Y equals 1. Correct. Y equals 1. That's good. Y equals 1. For part B, it will be x equals, very good. It will be x equals 1.5. Perfect. Now for part C, the line is not horizontal, nor it is vertical. Now we will need to do what? We will need to find the gradient and the y-intercept. So for part C, if you look at this coordinate, the x is 1 and y is 0 because it's where? It's on the x-axis. For this part, x is 0, y is -1. Any questions? Any question, beta? Now find the gradient just like we did in question 3. Find the gradient. Gradient will be m equals y2 minus y1, 0 minus -1 upon 1 minus 0. I'm doing it quickly now because we've done this. So 1 upon 1, that's the gradient. And y-intercept is -1 directly. Now when I know things directly, I can directly use the first format, y equals mx plus c. When I directly know the y-intercept or the gradient, I will use this format. So gradient is what? Equals 1x and y-intercept is -1, x minus 1. That is the equation. Similarly, if we come at part D, I think this coordinate is again 1, 1 comma 0, and this is 0 comma 1. Now, if you will look, the gradient will come out to be -1. If you will find it, apni marzi kare, you can find what is 2. It is 2. The x-axis is 2. Okay, the x-axis is 2. Then gradient will be something else. The x-axis is 2 comma 0. Now let's find gradient. 0 minus 1. I'm taking the second coordinate as x2 y2 upon 2 minus 0, -1 upon 2. Now, did you notice one thing? This line is what? Down a hill. This line is what? Down a hill. So the gradient is coming out to be what? Negative. Now, we know the gradient, we know the y-intercept. Y-intercept is what? 1. We can directly use this. Y equals mx plus c. This will give us y equals m is -1 upon 2x plus 1. Any questions, beta? Any questions? Any questions? Beta, I've got around 7 students. I would appreciate it all of you could answer. Fatma, Hashir, Mariam, Muqtaza, Maisha, Jisal, somehow. Okay, that's good. Chale. Let's move. Let's do another question now. If we look at question 7, this is a good question. Find the area of the triangle ABC. Now, we did something in the previous class. I taught you that you can find the distance of lines in 3 different ways. One is a vertical line. For a vertical line, you can directly count what the steps. You can count the steps. For a horizontal, horizontal line is you can count the steps. For vertical line as well, you can count the steps. For the slant line, you need to use the formula. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1. We did this in previous class. So for the area of triangle ABC, if I consider this as my base, can somebody tell me what will be the height? I'm considering this to be my base. I would really appreciate if somebody could tell me what's the height. What will be the height? Very good. Sama and Hashir Muqtada, very good. We did this in the previous class as well. Height, we always go to the highest point of the diagram and then we move towards the base level perpendicularly downwards. So from here till here, this is the height. Now this line is what? This line is horizontal, so we can count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. The length is 4. So for the area of triangle, half base is what? 1, 2. 2 height is 4. So 4 units square is the answer of part A. Let's go to part B. Find the gradient of the line passing through B and C. Now, the problem is coordinate is not given to us. We need 2 coordinates for the gradient. The coordinate is not given to us. But we can find the coordinate from the diagram. This part C coordinate is what? Come right below, we have 5 on the x-axis. So 5 comma, then move to the left, we have 5. 5 comma 5. And then we check for B. The level of B on x-axis is 1 and on y-axis it is 3. So B is 1 comma 3. Any confusion what I just did right now for part B? This is also important. Any question? We will do question 7 and then I'll end the class. Okay. Okay, good. Let's continue with question 7. No questions up till now. So now I can directly find the gradient. M equals y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now I can take any coordinates. I'll directly do 5 minus 3 upon 5 minus 1. So 2 upon 4, simplify kiya, 1 by 2. That's my gradient for part 2. Find the equation. Now I'm doing part 3. Find the equation of line passing through A and C. Again, for equation of straight line, we need what? We need gradient and one coordinate. Gradient we do not have. So we need 2 coordinates for that. Now I'll teach you another concept, how to figure out gradient. There is one very easy way to find gradient. Shortcut for gradient. If this is question 7, part 3. If line is given on grid. By grid I mean x-axis and y-axis are given. If line is given on grid, figure out vertical steps and horizontal steps. Horizontal steps from ends of a line that will get you gradient. Okay. Now whatever I've just mentioned, whatever I just did, we need to work on it. Let's work. Now let's do what the question says. Let's do what the statement says. Statement is saying find vertical steps and horizontal steps. But from where? From the ends of line. So A and C, we are dealing with A and C. So this is one end, this is second end. The vertical step 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertical steps. And I have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 horizontal steps. The gradient will be vertical steps upon horizontal steps. 4 upon 4 equals 1. Any questions, please ask me, and the class has ended now. After the query, class has ended. Okay. If there is any question, please ask me. She has left the class. Now, Hashir, Maryam, Muqtaza, Maisha, Risal, Sama. Any question? This shortcut is important, which I just discussed. It is important. Maryam and Maisha, please, ab bata dein. If the concept is clear, I'll end the class and then we'll continue on Thursday. We will do past papers on Thursday. Almost, I think, 90% of concepts of coordinate geometry. Muqtada, yes, rise over run. Rise over run. Yes, you are right. This is rise over run. Rise divided by run. Rise divided by run. Maisha, is there any question? Do you have a question? Maisha, please let me know so that I can end the class. I think Maisha, I think you are not present in the class because everybody is left. Only you are there. And you are not replying. That means you must be busy. Okay, no worries. Allah Hafiz.